Sue. And basically, I'm new to the natural hair community. I just wanted to start doing my own journey and my own videos because there's a lot of things that I find similar in the curly girl community, but there are some things that I found that don't work for me. So just basically a little bit of history about my hair. I've basically kept my hair natural. There's pockets in my ears that I have relaxed my hair. Basically, I'm a dance teacher. I may not look like it, but I am a dance teacher. And basically, I sweat a lot, and I really do sweat a lot from my head. And I also used to do backup dancing and, part of the entertainment business. And part of the look in the industry is to have straight hair and long hair. The length wasn't really a problem. I had pretty long hair, but keeping my hair straight was definitely a problem. Like any type of humidity, any type of moisture would basically create a frizz ball on top of my head, and I would end up getting a big puffy afro or fuzzy curls. So basically, flat ironing it every day became a routine, or blow drying it every day or every week. I definitely got a wash and set. And I live in New York City, so anybody that knows about New York City, we have hair salons that are run by Dominican women who know how to straighten hair very well, like with a blow dryer. Like they can make your hair look like a relaxer, like you put a relaxer in it by just blow drying it. So basically, I was going to the Dominican women every week to get my hair done. And eventually, over time, my hair started to thin. It became brittle, damaged, and not to mention, I was uneducated about shampoos and stuff like that. So before I go into that, 2 years ago, I dyed my hair. Um, and after dyeing it, probably a few months later, I put a relaxer on top of it. And everybody knows that mixing dyes and relaxers is like a absolutely no-no. My hairstyle was pretty good, but after about 3 to 6 months, I started to shed. My hair started to thin out. It was uneven. It was damaged. It looked bad. So I put weaves in it. I added pieces of tracks in it to let my hair look full, give it back its length. I put tracks in it to keep the length because my hair did start to fall out. And so my length ended up going. I no longer had long hair. So I actually did dabble with weave here and there. And I glued it in and I sewed it in. So after a while, I noticed that I was spending way too much money on my hair, and it started to affect my bills. Like I noticed that I had to start. I was not that I had to, but I started basically picking what was more important, and my hair will always win. So it came to the point where it was like, should I buy these hair products and this weave, or should I pay my cell phone bill? Should I buy these hair weaves and clips, or should I pay my credit card bill? Basically, I was basically putting my hair in front of my priorities, and I noticed that that was a problem. Um, I also was diagnosed a few years with hypothyroidism, which turned into Graves' disease, and so now it's fluctuating. So dealing with that, and that was a big emotional heartache for me because it changed my appearance. I pretty much was always a big girl. That wasn't an issue. I've been struggling with my weight basically my entire life. But it was my eyes and my hair. And my eyes and my hair basically like my best asset that I love about me. Like everybody loves something about themselves, and those two things gave me my confidence. It made me feel like I was special. So being that my eyes started protruding out and popping out and I started looking crazy, my hair again, it affected my hair. My hair became very, very dry. It started breaking off. It didn't feel right. It wasn't laying right. And so basically it had a lot to do with the diagnosis of the thyroid condition. So, and that was about 2 years ago. I'm still battling with it. But that's a whole nother story, so I'm not going to go into that. But it did affect my hair. And so now what I've done is basically I grew the relaxer and the dye out my hair. The relaxer is pretty much out of my hair. It's about 90, I want to say 95% natural hair and probably 5% relaxed ends. So every month or every 2 months, depending on how short my hair looks, because I don't like short hair. Like, I feel like my face is way too fat, too round for me to have a short haircut. So I did not go through with the big chop. Everybody is basically, most black women, I should say, or most African American women or black women who have relaxed their hair, and who wants to go naturally, usually do what is called a big chop, and that just means to cut off all your processed and relaxed hair and basically start from scratch. I did not go forth with that. A lot of people say, oh, you have to cut off your hair or your hair is not going to grow, and so you have to cut off your hair. That is so not true. Basically, this is 2 years worth of growing my hair and cutting the relaxer out. As you can see, my hair, it's pretty long, but I have shrinkage, which is normal when you're doing the curly girl thing. My hair is actually damp and it's wet, so that's why it looks flat and dull right now. So please don't use this as an example of the final look of the curly girl method. So my hair is wet. But anyway, so after 2 years of just wearing protective hairstyles, I've done ponytails. I did do weaves, but the process of adding weaves, I did not use glue or sew-ins or braiding my hair. What I did is I sewed on clips onto the weave tracks, and then I clipped the weave into my hair. So I noticed that was a way more healthier way for me to add tracks in my hair without damaging my hair. So I did that for a while. Ponytails were my best friend. And some other hairstyles that I can put up pictures of, and do some tutorials to show you what you can do with your hair, while you're growing it out back to natural, growing out the relaxer part of your hair. So that was just the history on my hair. I've been surfing on YouTube, and I bumped into a YouTuber by the name of Mahogany Curls. Now, what intrigued me about Mahogany Curls is I've seen her videos, or noticed her videos for a few years now, especially when her hair was shorter. And she mentioned that she's following this curly girl method, but she doesn't know how to make your hair grow. She doesn't know how to make your hair grow, but basically she knows how to basically make sure you have healthy hair. And she's doing this by following this book called Curly Girl Method. And basically this is a book. It comes with a DVD, and it tells you how to do basically simple daily routines for yourself on your hair to keep your hair healthy and hydrated while your hair is curly or rocking this. So now my hair is basically dried. Before I leave you guys, I just want to show you a quick photo session of my hair in this timeline. So that's coming up right now. At this point, my hair was dyed in March, and I relaxed it in December, and then dyed it again to get that ombre effect. It completely destroyed my hair. 6 months in, my hair became very dry and damaged, so I stopped using heat on it and wore it curly. A year and a half later, half of my hair fell out, and it became thin like paper. Because of that, I decided to wear my hair curly. For some reason, the straight part curled on its own. And here I have about 5 inches of new growth. I decided not to do the big chop because I felt it would not look good on me. I have a round face. So this is actually one of the protective hairstyles that I wore. I did this by doing the twist out technique and curling the ends with perm rods. Here's another protective hairstyle I would do, and I would blow up my hair and then do a big pin curl in the front and a ponytail in the back. This is me now, almost 3 years natural and totally loving it. I've learned to love my hair, and this is actually the first day of me trying the curly girl technique. Although my curls are not where I want them to be, I'm very happy with the outcome. My hair is still very dry, but I'm glad I have my natural hair back. I have a long way to go before I start seeing the results that I want, the nice, beautiful curls that I desire and love and deserve.